3. It changes everything in the record
No,
books.
not I would say in the record books. Like I don't like that. You add an extra game, so that means that the rushing record will be broken. That means that the receiving record could be broken.
But is it 2 bye weeks? I think they said it's 2 bye weeks though.
What does that got to do with anything?
It'll still be the same amount of games.
They have to play the same amount of games?
Maybe it's I don't know, but yeah, I don't like that because then if somebody runs for 2,000 yards, you gonna have those Nick Wright type dudes that's like, oh, he ran for 2,000 yards, and it's like it's an extra game.
Yeah, and in a way that people can probably bring up the fact that OJ ran for 2,000 yards in 14 games and sit here and say, well, Eric Dickerson really don't got that record, which is fair. But I also think that's unfair for freaking for OJ. Like it's at the end of the day, it happened. Or Jerry Rice got 22 touchdowns in 12 games. Like those things, like and at the end of the day, it's a record. And it's in my opinion, it matters because I mean, as a fan, I love records being broken, but I want them to be broken for the.
Yeah, God knows how many touchdowns Patrick Mahomes about to throw.
Yeah. Like I mean, come on, man. Like the fact that 55 touchdowns is gonna eventually get broken now is you add another game. Pretty much every record book that's there is going to be broken. It's going to be so much easier.
Except for the interception record, that's never going to be broken.
Yeah, probably that's that. Yeah, probably not because people just going to stop throwing. They're just going to throw somewhere else. Like that. Yeah, that's the one record where it's like, bro, why did they keep throwing to Dick Night Train Lane?
Why were you going over there? He got 10 picks in 8 games. Let's go to somewhere else.
Like there's a whole nother side of the football field. Why are we still throwing to this dude? That's funny. We should also talk about that records that'll never be broken. Like now, I mean, I still don't think Jerry Rice's record is really going to be broken because I mean, I just think it's more about longevity. I don't know if people are really going to be able to play 20 years and be able to get 22,000 yards,
Rice
156 touchdowns.
I just gotta say this, man. All you people keep saying Randy Moss is the best. Please, all you telling me is you don't know football. Randy Moss is athletic, yes. Jerry Rice is clearly the best receiver ever. It's not even close. He had 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns as a 40-year-old man on a team that went to the Super Bowl. Like, just stop it.
I don't think people really debate about that anymore.
People always say Randy Moss is better.
They say
than
prime.
Jerry Rice.
They say prime. They would take Randy Moss.
That's still insane.
I mean, I agree. And once again, I have 3 players that are like my favorite players ever. It's Deion Sanders, Barry Sanders, and Randy Moss. Randy Moss is my favorite receiver by far, not even close. It's not close. Jerry Rice, and I'm also one of the people that think Jerry Rice is the best player ever. Like, that's my opinion.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, no, but people will say Tom Brady or LT.
Well, Tom Brady is kind of crazy. That's my thing. Like, I think Jerry Rice is the GOAT, but they're the GOAT for different reasons. Jerry Rice is the GOAT because, like, what he's done, like, receivers just literally don't do.
And he did that in the 80s.
Receivers don't win that much. Receivers don't get that many yards. They don't get that many touchdowns. They don't get that many big plays.
And they don't do it for as long as he did it.
Yeah, like, that is insane. But Brady's greatness is different. It's like he was clearly the best for a long time, and he's like the great leader. He gives you the whole package. Jerry Rice is just like, who the hell else could you actually argue? Like, Jerry Rice has 3 rings too. It's not like he's one of those dudes who never won. Like,
yeah, Jerry Rice, and I think he's the only maybe LT. I don't know. He might be the only person that in his position, it's not, in my opinion, it's not close. It's like Jerry, and then it's, in my opinion, Randy Moss, but he'll say T.O. But regardless of it, you can argue T.O. or Randy Moss for number 2. You can't logically.
You can't. The only thing you can say is like, oh, Randy Moss be mossing people. It's like, that's cool.
You can just say Randy Moss is a better deep threat.
Jerry Rice is catching the slant and just nobody's even catching him.
Well, Randy Moss is too. That's the same thing.
Not as much as Jerry Rice though.
I disagree.
Randy
with that.
Moss is more vertical.
I don't agree with that. Randy Moss is
T.O. is giving you everything though. T.O. is also pancaking you if he's blocking.
No, that's facts. No, that's facts.
T.O. is the second best receiver.
No, he's not.
But Randy Moss is the most dynamic, if you get what I'm saying.
Randy Moss is the second best receiver of all time. But that's neither here nor there.
Than T.O.
Okay, cool.
Is he doing that with Jeff Garcia? Probably not.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter who he.
Dante Culpepper, Tom Brady.
Okay, now we're talking about Dante Culpepper like he's a Hall of Famer. We're gonna talk about Randall Cunningham like he wasn't 40 and he wasn't he wasn't a backup.
Was he? Hold on.
Was Randall Cunningham not a backup for who? Brad Johnson? Are you really about to sit here and brag?
Who cares if he was Did you see what he did when he got in the game?
Oh, I'm sorry. He had 2 of the top 10 best receivers of all time. Like, I'm sorry.
And Jake Reed and Robert Smith.
Like, you're not about to sit here and act like, oh, I got all these weapons. I still got a cannon for an arm. I could do work with this.
You know what's funny, man? I always hear people saying that. Did y'all forget what Baker Mayfield just did this year?
But,
like, that's why I don't want to hear, oh, he had the weapon. Like, bro, Baker Mayfield had Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry and threw 22 touchdowns and 21 picks. Stop it.
Okay, that's fair. But
I love Baker Mayfield.
Hold on, no, that's fair. But let's also put in perspective, Chris Carter and Randy Moss is way better than Odell and Jarvis Landry. It's not even freaking close. Literally, Chris Carter would be wide receiver number 2, and he's better than Odell, and he's better than freaking Jarvis Landry easily. So I don't even. And then you add Randy Moss. What the hell you comparing it to? And then Baker Mayfield. It's his second year in the NFL. Like, come on, bro. Like, Randall Cunningham was at least an MVP before. Like, come on, bro. We don't know what Baker is yet. So that's not even. We're not gonna compare that.
I'm just saying, bro.
That's a terrible comparison.
A lot of dudes be having weapons and they don't be doing nothing. That's what I'm saying.
Name me a better wide receiver duo than that.
You can't.
Exactly, Nick. So I don't want to hear any.
But Randall Cunningham helps.
You had the audacity to compare Odell and freaking Landry.
It's modern day. It's a modern day comparison,
bro. It's not even close.
Yeah, it's not close, but it's a modern day comparison.
You got that's. Whatever, bro. Neither one of them are dropping passes, bro. Like,
literally,
Jarvis Landry literally had 109 catches for 900 yards. That is a running back stat. I don't want to hear you.
He did good this year with yards of catch.
Yeah, he did, but he also had 100 catches for 900 yards. I can't let that go. Like you missed the king of stats. You got mad at AP because he didn't get 100 yards.
No. That is what. If you guys don't know what we talk about, Adrian Peterson last year had a game where he had a 90-yard rush and had 98 rushing yards. That is the worst of all time. I'm not debating it. That is terrible, crazy.
But all right, so but as far as the CBA, my biggest thing is I don't like the added games and I don't like the revenue shares. I don't like the fact that records are going to be broken like crazy because I feel like that diminishes the Randy Mosses, the Jerry Rice, the Eric Dickersons, OJs, and all the other people that came before them that only played that, and it's also not safe. It's just stupid. I love football, but I love the teasing me for wanting more. Like, I want to feel like I want more, but don't ever give me more. Like, I'm cool with that. I'm satisfied with it. But all right, so now let's talk basketball. All right, so we got 8 minutes left. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the NBA. Steph Curry, he's coming back. Supposedly he was supposed to come back tonight, but they pushed it back. I don't know if they're really pushing it back because they want him to get more practice or they're really having second thoughts of, maybe we shouldn't, play Steph Curry for him to get hurt again, a more serious injury, and then he's hurt for next year and our dynasty can't be rebuilded. So how do you feel?
Well, number one, they lucky I'm not the coach because this wouldn't even be a conversation. You're not playing, period. You're not even going to wear your warm-up. You're going to be wearing a suit and tie the whole year, period. Now, I understand why.
Can they do that, though?
Huh?
Can they do that, though? Because he just broke his hand.
They can do whatever they want.
I thought there was, rules against that, though. Okay. Carry on.
I'll take the fine, bro. This is what you don't get. If Steph Curry goes out there and tears his ACL, then what are you going to do next year? You're not going to win anything this year. Draymond is averaging 8 and 6 as the number one option. I don't think I've ever seen anything this bad. So just sit Steph Curry down. You got him out here playing with a bunch of D-League dudes. Relax. If you want to let him shoot a three, if they tell me I can't do it, you know what I do? Hey, Steph, go out there and shoot a three. All right, that's it for the rest of the game. That's what we doing. Because I'm not about to forfeit my whole master plan to be great. To watch Steph Curry out there breaking his wrist shooting 1,000 threes because can't nobody on his team score. So, no, there's no way he would be playing. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't get that. The season's lost. Just bench him. He's young, but this stuff is going to start wearing on him, I feel like, if you just keep playing him. And especially when his workload is going to have to be doubled. Well, actually, tripled because of the lack of support that he has. Let him go, man. Just let him chill. Let him enjoy his year. Also, you got to think, this dude was in the finals, 5 years in a row? Let this man rest. Chill. Let him go next year. Y'all already going to have a lottery pick. Hopefully, y'all get the number one pick, and y'all can get that center that everybody keep talking about. And then, or get whoever the hell you want, or trade for somebody that you want. And then next year, you'll have Clay back. You'll have Steph back. I don't know how your cap is looking. I'm pretty sure you're still in the hole a little bit on that. But get some. I
would get Draymond up out of there, man. He is terrible.
He fits what they like to do.
He averages 8 and 6 as the number one. Do you know how bad that is?
8 and 6.
That's like your starting quarterback throwing for 1,000 yards, and he played every game. That's what that's like.
That's trash. Really?
Like, this is crazy, man. Like, there's no way. He wouldn't even honestly, I don't even think I would let him practice.
What, Steph?
Yeah, I would just have him doing yoga.
I'll have him practice. I just wouldn't have him do anything. Like, you're damn sure not playing. Like, what, you got 3 months left? What, March, April? No, 2.
Yeah.
You got 2 months
What
left.
is he playing for?
Why are you playing him? Yeah, that really don't make sense. You got 2 months left of the season. That's just dumb. But that's up to them.
And honestly, if they make him play this, if I was him, I would be like, you know how many records I would have right now? It was a game where he had 13 threes going into the fourth quarter, and he didn't play in the fourth quarter. But now he got to play for the Draymond Green led Warriors. Like, come on, bro, please.
All right. So then you wanted to talk about this, and that was about Giannis.
Oh yeah, man. So if you guys, I don't know if you guys been paying attention to the basketball world, but James Harden and Giannis have like a little beef. So a lot of people don't know where this beef started from. They kind of think Giannis came out of nowhere because he has been disrespecting James Harden like a lot. Like,
I saw the video.
Yeah, so the one video with Rachel Nichols shows that Giannis says he wants somebody to pass the ball. That's the video everybody's kind of talking about. But they forgot that during the All-Star game, they asked Giannis what was the game plan. He said to give whoever James Harden was guarding the ball. And if anybody out here is an athlete, if you ever played basketball, when people are just acting like they can score on you whenever they want, that's disrespectful. Like, it'll make anybody play defense. Anybody. I'm talking about anybody. Even James Harden. So, like, that was so disrespectful, but people forgot that when Giannis won the MVP last year, James Harden and the Rockets went on this big rampage about, oh, actually, James Harden was the MVP. It shouldn't have been Giannis. He's not the real MVP. It's James Harden, blah, 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 blah. So that's why Giannis is taking these shots at James. And Harden made a comment saying that he's not a skilled player. He's just 7 foot, runs and dunks. And, like, James Harden, okay, bro, relax. Runs and dunks, like, you know how many 7-footers it is in the league? Like, if everybody was just running and dunking, all the 7-footers would be, like, in the MVP race. But, you know, they're not. Giannis is the only one that's actually in the MVP race. So that made zero sense. Yeah, you passed the ball. You averaged more assists than Kemba Walker, but you also dribble the ball for, like, 30 seconds every time. I know that's impossible because it's only a 24-second shot clock, but I've literally seen possessions where you dribble the ball from the beginning, shoot the ball, they get the rebound, you get it back, and then dribble again, and then shoot the same shot. So, I mean, honestly, I understand where both sides are coming from. James Harden's like, why you coming at me? But Giannis is like, bro, you literally don't play defense, and you literally don't pass. So, like, I mean, throwing a lob back, like, we all been to the gym. Like, if you're a basketball player, we've all been to the gym with somebody who can pass, but they just don't. And when they do pass, it's like they got the assist, but that's the only time they pass. That's who James Harden is. Giannis is the best player in the league. It's not even close right now. James Harden, we know what you're going to do in the playoffs. You're going to fold like you've done the last, 7 years. So I'm not trying to hear that.
So go ahead and give me your so you already said that you think Giannis is the MVP. So who's the Rookie of the Year? Rookie
of the Year is Ja Morant. I understand Zion is better than him, but he literally didn't play. Like, for all we know, he could have been Trae Young. Like, I don't know if you guys watched the NBA last year. Trae Young was literally, like, just shooting, 3 for 29, and nobody was like, damn. Like, it was just like, oh, he went 3 for 29 again. Like it was that bad. But then at the second half of the year, he was just getting 49 and 10, 45 and 12, and 37. And, you know what I mean? He was going ham, but he was trash to start the year. So because that unknown factor, you got to give it to Ja Morant. The Grizzlies are almost in the playoffs right now. So you got to give it to Ja. Who would have ever thought the Grizzlies was about to make the playoffs? Like, nobody. So Ja Morant is clearly Rookie of the Year.
Okay, cool.
And there is no MVP race, okay? Giannis is the MVP. They might win 73 games this year.
All right, so the last thing we'll talk about is going to be Tony. Tony Romo, real quick. You got $17 million to stay at CBS. How you feel about that?
Well, that's what happens when you're the best in the world.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it is. I just don't like these NFL players checking people's pockets. They don't like it when people do it to them, but then they're going to do it to other people. I just feel like that's a little bit hypocritical. Like, you know, I don't like it when anybody checks anybody's pockets. If somebody's willing to pay somebody that much money, let them pay it. The only time,
better man than me.
The only time I'm counting I'm counting